Welcome back to Sacred Therapy, guys. If you're new here, I'm as AZ. This is your first time on my channel. This is an interesting reading to find you because in the 3D, things happen and it makes your heart space. Be in a state of mourning. And it can happen all of a sudden, right? 1 minute they're here, and then the next they're not. So if you are grieving or in mourning, whatever word you guys want to use for it, I am spiritual and not religious. And I'm not going to be arguing with people, okay? If you want to sit at the table with those that think like you, then I'm probably not the right reader for you. We lose good people every day. And it's not fair. And even though I know that energy never dies, it simply transfers, it's still hard for them to not be here in the form that you're used to them being here in. And I could choose to do a lot of things with my grief. But I'm not going to let it take me there, right? I don't really know what today's reading is going to be about. But I keep thinking about my Queen of Swords in reverse. And this pessimistic mentality, this idea that spirit is against us. Some things happen, it's natural, but it's still, God, it rips your heart out while it's happening. For you, people even closer than you are to the situation, right? Even if you're one of the closest people, it's just a whole. We gotta really appreciate the people that we love while they're here, okay? Because we don't have all this time. Nobody knows how much time they're given, right? We come into this world and it's important. To live it fully. Don't stay trapped in your head, man. Be there for the people that you love. And for the love of God, don't let this world beat you down while you're here. You ain't got that thick ass skin for no reason. And it ain't just a thick skin like on the outside. It's a thick, deep understanding with spirit. And I don't have all the answers. So we're gonna get some cards, guys, because I don't know what else to do. Found memories, videos. I'm not going to get into specifics because I want to respect the privacy of the people that I love. So just know that if you are grieving this holiday season or whenever you are finding this video, because this reading is going to be timeless. We do this on this channel as a way to tap into Creator, Source, God, our guides. Like my shirt says, God got me. I am spiritual and not religious. I do believe in a higher power. I'm not going to argue with y'all about specifics. And I just lost somebody very dear to me. So I would appreciate it. Love, prayers, support. My channel is growing, guys, and I appreciate you guys for being here. And if you like the content, trust me, it's growing and changing and metamorphing just like I am. So stick around for the journey. Tap in, comment, share your stories if you feel called to. Grief is very hard, especially when you're in the middle of the trenches of it. I was looking at my readings and I could see my shoulders moving and all of that. I mean, getting nudges. Low light, L-O-L-I-T, like Tom, E like Edward, low light. Known as the vision stone, activates the third eye, facilitates visualization and insight when all chakras are in alignment. Psychologically, low light aids in the understanding and releasing the cause of addiction and helps you to express your true sense, your true sense of self, your true self, free from the expectations of those around you. Boy, this look like a regular rock that I found when I was little. It sure does. So just hold on, let me pull it out of here so y'all can actually see this low light. Okay. All right, Spirit, I get you. We're gonna leave it out the package. Yeah, Spirit says it's time to take some of these out the package. I don't want to forget what it is, though, Spirit. That's all I'm saying. Alright, well, I'm going to leave it underneath of it. That's cool. Yeah. Spirit says one more. And more citrine. Yeah. Clarification clarifies our thoughts and builds self-worth by dissolving negative energies. By clearing the mind, it is easier to get a sense of direction in life, incubates energy, anchors and activates the lower chakras, good stone for winter months, promotes sunny energy. I don't even know if you can transmute grief, Spirit, but I guess we can get some insight into it. This deck fell when I was getting ready for this reading, and it was sitting just fine. Like something fell and made like a loud noise. And I don't know about you guys, but I speak energy, and when random things start falling when they wasn't, I'm like, what is that? I'm not supposed to look at this. And I'm not talking about no weird, creepy horror movie way. Y'all funny. Dang, my palm is itching. And he didn't, nobody passed from any addiction or anything like that. And I don't believe that I mean, you can view it, people in the 3D can view it depending on their relationship with a person as some type of revenge, but I do not. Nah, it wasn't even that type of relationship. With somebody very close, like immediate family close, okay? So, age 35 could be significant. 8, March 5th could be significant. I'm getting the letters MEHEN. The god Mehen for protection. Yeah, this is exactly what I was thinking. God takes the best first. It really sucks, but for sure. Y'all see that? Let me get my fingers out the way of the words. I want to look into hieroglyphy and see if I can figure out these symbols, because I'm pretty good with some symbols. Some puzzle. Protection. Yeah, transference of energy. This is confirmation, I guess. Those of us that believe in like an afterlife and energy transference, and you know, it's a simple scientific fact as well. Energy does not die, it simply transfers. And there's a couple more. God energies and oh my goodness, yeah. 20, balance, an all-seeing eye, letters K, H, O, we already said N, that's double confirmation, S, U, hermitage, protection on this journey. We got a boat. We have another boat with the crane. Yeah, a long journey. And you see how big this figure is. I feel like the protection for you, because I've been talking a lot about the counterparts being in hermit mode. We've been using a lot of the hermit tarot. People that are isolating themselves. People that are not well, kind of keeping that to themselves. It's very hard. It's like of natural causes too. It's just kind of like really spirit. It was their time, like for real. That's almost worse. Worse. 20 could be significant. That could be somebody's age. You got February 2nd could be significant. We also have 19. Mut. M. So that's double confirmation for M-U-T. So this could be your initial or theirs if you have lost somebody special to you, or lots of somebody's, right? It's being ordinary. Yeah, this is let me cover this piece of this card. But this is like an ordinary experience of life that sucks. It's part of the natural cycles, right? Grieving is for the living, right? Because those that have moved on, like the spiritual body, is light, right? Bottom of the deck. $29 could be significant. We got Heka. Got Heka. Alchemical force. Yeah. That's the thing about the 3D, right? We only in this skin suit for so long, right? Something that's animating us, right? Our soul, right? I'm not talking about us being robots, okay? For all y'all that are in this conspiracy theory business, I am a real person, all right? Ain't no AI over here. All right? Alright, we're gonna get some tarot, guys, so we can clarify some of this. Yeah, protection and hermitage. Alright, yeah, let me flip this around. Protection, hermitage. Take it to the counterparts here. Yeah, I feel like they can feel this grief, and maybe your grief and their grief, maybe y'all's grief sits on each other differently. You know what I'm saying? Like in the 3D world. Spirit. Protection. Yeah. Through everything that you have lost. Your character speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? They can't deny that. Alright. They feel very protective over you. This connection feels very sacred to them. Got it like the three standing up with the bottom of the deck energy, this alchemical force, like their understanding of this connection is going through alchemical change. And regardless of what you guys are going through in the 3D and what you have been through in the 3D, for my divine counterparts that are scared of their scars and their flaws, Spirit wants you to know that you are worthy. You are worthy. And please don't wait until it's damn near time to go home before you realize it, okay? Don't waste time. Don't waste too much time in that energy of lack mentality. Spirit is trying to get you to tap into your emotional wish fulfillment with these 9 of Cups. Get all of that abundance in this window. All of the abundance that has been around you the entire time is a shift in focus. I feel like that's the protection. Some of y'all are like, even when you in your grief, you believe in wish fulfillment. I truly do. I've seen miracles every day. Just because I've survived through shit doesn't mean that we are considering ourselves survivors, okay? You have to get out of that this or that mentality and understand that you are also in existence of paradoxes, just like Maya Angelou said, okay? An existence of paradoxes, and your wish fulfillments, whatever they may be, are definitely within your grasp. Yes, and Spirit just flipped these burdens, this 10 of Wands energy. You're setting down the weight of the world that has been sitting on your shoulders for generations upon generations upon generations. Realizing that you can at any time pick up that pen and write your own script for life. Write your own reality. You know, within reason, of course. Ooh, Spirit. There is no limit to your success. And we're talking about a success in harmony with nature. You see all the nature that's on this card? It's a waterfall, rocks, a very clean beach, clean water, clean sand. Poisoning ourselves and the world and the earth for what? For what are we doing this for? You're tapping into this wish fulfillment. I feel like the counterparts are definitely tapping into this higher calling. Does that seashell? Oh no, that's a person. Okay, some women in paradise. I feel like a lot of my divine counterparts are waking up to the blessing that each day is a gift. And you can't allow grief and depression and all these scars and those wounds. To keep that power over you and give you all of this that you was holding, this Ten of Wands, because Ten of Wands is the I feel like spirit is helping you understand that life wasn't meant to feel like such a burden. Oh my God, spirit. Ooh. That's crazy. Yeah. It was definitely not meant to feel like such a burden. Because when it did, because Pentacles is an action card too. It's slow moving, but it is earth energy. It was holding yourself back. At your potential stage. Because this is Knight of Pentacles energy in reverse. Being done with that. Is that what we're doing, Spirit? You're explaining this? Yeah. Yeah. And not taking this scary route, like the instant gratification route, you know, just because you want what you want your way, right? Instead, you're aligning that in this period of alone space, right? If you guys are in separation, you are together, you may be doing this work, fixing your relationship with you in spirit, in connection with your counterpart. And if so, kudos to you guys. That's a story that I'm getting as well. Knight of Wands. I feel like they want to give an offer in the 3D. But something is holding them back, but they do have all of this passion for you. This alchemical force and this passion that spirit keeps just, you know, because this is spirit's connection. Spirit just keep fanning it, like, look at it. Somebody come and look at it. And I feel like it's for those of you that are resonating with this in separation, or you are in separation from your counterpart, they have all of this passion for you that they have had to hold back, especially in the 3D. But I've been waiting for a girl like you to come into my life. I've been waiting. Man. Yeah, they're not letting all of these burdens. I feel like the counterparts is mirroring each other with this. These 3D negative situations. So I'm also seeing that, like the negative shit that happens, because it's like right underneath the wish fulfillment card. So when life lives, I also feel like it's important to understand that you are growing, that you are progressing, because you are not letting these 3D experiences of complete tragedy that should take you out, because you are refocusing on the fact that life wasn't designed to be a burden, that there is this other side, this other more abundant, more beautiful side, right? Because the crazy thing about loss, significant loss, is it makes you see exactly what's worth fighting for, right? With this double, we got Knight of Wands, Page of Wands right after. Like, we ain't playing. Fire signs could be very significant. We do got cups on the table, so the water signs. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sag. Water signs are Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Pentacles is on the table as well, so that's Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Okay. Spirit, we getting more of the. Yes, we are. Ooh. And it's divine judgment. Here with the Six of Pentacles, the success of this connection, of your heart space, and this joy, this standing in joy, right, with the Nine of Cups. Here with protection. Giving it to spirit, like not acting as well in the 3D, giving it to spirit. You guys are getting that divine judgment. And I told you guys, we get some reoccurring themes. Yeah. You tapped into this alignment. Wow. Yep. The Two of Pentacles. See, it's Spirit's decision here with the Judgment. It is Spirit's decision. Yeah. We'll clarify the Judgment card. Yeah. Six of Wands. Yeah. Experiencing everything you didn't want, right? Because the Six of Wands is also about success in what you are passionate about. So not having any success, even in things that you aren't passionate about, because we got Page of Cups in reverse. This can destroy people's like emotional body, like in their spiritual body, because wand signifies spirit in my book, and cups is emotions. Yeah, with this nine of pentacles, a complete mirroring in the 3D. So I feel like you not taking this action in the 3D, it's gonna hold you back from the wish fulfillment in the 3D. Spirit's warning you. Yeah. Spirit is warning you not to get in your own way this time. Not to leave yourself out in the cold, right? Because I cannot make this shit up, guys. 10 of Cups. Yeah, success in this happily ever after is coming. I see you guys are working towards it. Yeah. Moving towards it actively. The Chariot is facing the 10 of Cups. Yeah. I feel like the masculine is having a hard time in their heart space right now because they sense an upcoming tower moment. Yeah. I don't know. An upcoming tower moment. Maybe with that third party. Somebody always got something to say when people is happy, right? Speaking of something to say, I feel like, you know what? We're going to get some uncut truth picks because I can't find my Hermit Tarot, and the Hermit was in reverse anyways inside this deck. So I think maybe Spirit is just asking me to give Hermit Tarot a rest for a little bit. And we can get some of these uncut truth messages, guys. I feel like when I said that your counterparts help you heal, I mean, I've seen a lot of connections, right? You've had a lot of friends in your life, especially if you're a part of the grown and sexy range, which I'm hoping that my divine counterpart collective is. And I'm not saying that there's not young divine counterparts, because obviously we was all younger at some point. I'm just saying when I was younger, I really wasn't. I didn't know this verbiage. I didn't think about anything like that, right? Okay, they want to say, I couldn't even get the question out. I love hearing from you with this 9 of Cups, right? So you make their heart happy. They cannot like deny that with this Knight of Pentacles energy, this snail moving energy. I feel like they're saying no to that snail moving turtle energy, but I mean, you can't rush things, right? And underneath the no is a blank card. So some of you guys might have asked the question, maybe a yes or no question, maybe about something in the 3D, right? And Spirit is still letting y'all know, and I told y'all I don't like ruining surprises. Spirit is still letting y'all know that this is Spirit's connection. Okay. I be bringing up the Princess and the Frog. Y'all do gotta help it out with hard work of your own. But if you think about it, the Princess and the Frog, the feminine was what, like a powerhouse. She was working like 7 jobs and everything, and homeboy was just kicking it, chilling, living it up, right? Doing too much. This is still Spirit's connection, okay? Spirit is seeing things that you are not seeing, in rooms that you are not in. Because even though this connection can be telepathic, that doesn't mean that they know everything, right? And right here with this Knight of Wands, right? Or no, the Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, with this, no, wait a minute. No, 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 no. I got it. Yeah, they're saying no to them burdens. No to them burdens. And then with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, we have at first, I was afraid of what could go wrong. But I realized that created the very reality I feared. I'm making different choices. I told y'all there was something they was saying no to as well in the 3D, right? Yeah, so I mean, it applies to both places. Spirit, like, yeah, you put it where I told you to each time I told you to do it. Yes, Spirit. Even though I want to be mad, I want to be mad at Spirit about the person I just lost, but I feel like if that person needed to go home, back to Creator, back to Source for another assignment, then that's what needed to happen, right? This was showing up in reverse at first, and I don't know if I want to take anything in reverse, but we gonna just acknowledge that it was in reverse. With this weight, I'm not ready. Over the Knight of Wands. Probably that's why a king is not showing up. I'm not taking the wands as like an immature energy altogether, because wands is like that fire energy, that spiritual, that passion, that tapped into the spiritual space in my book. Pentacles to me represents the solid, more like 3D. Cups is emotions, and you got your swords with your low mental. All right, I do drop some facts about myself as a reader, little fun facts, like, so you know, because you know that way we're not strangers. I will keep things private. I'm also on the counterpart journey, and we are in separation and have been this whole time. Just saying, they never really came together. And for those of you that resonate with that, okay, that y'all haven't came together, or you know of them, but y'all have, like, you have not had this in 3D, okay? So for those of you guys that maybe have always been operating in your own lanes, they imagine what meeting you would be like. For some of you guys, y'all haven't even let yourself think about it, and because when you do start getting in that sexy time energy, probably a little bit too early. Okay, not Spirit throwing a whole book at me. I want that wild, free, happy love with you. I feel like they are trying to let you know that that passion is there on purpose. Right under I want that wild, free, happy love with you is I'm healing karmic / ancestral timelines and ties. So this is also like coming from family surrounding them, how they dealt with different relationships, right? Because you can, sometimes you only think it's what's possible is what you know, right? And it's hard to think about how something would work outside of those boxes. I'm gonna put this over here with Spirit because I feel like Spirit knows us, right? The counterparts in general. Okay, this one is a little spicy, you guys. All right, well, I make all my readings 18 and up. I want to make out with you until I memorize how our lips fit together and feel connected. Spicy. I'm gonna put this on the success right here. Wait, what we putting this there? Spirit like, just let it down. This next message. I believe this connection. No, I believe this is divine. This connection between us. You hurt me. Yeah, there's some hurt. And if you guys haven't came together in the 3D, this could be past life hurt. I mean, there's something that y'all need to unpack. Something, you know. Perhaps then in those past lives, y'all have failed to give this connection to Spirit. You gotta invite, because God got me. Gotta have that blind faith. The Spirit got you. I know somebody with that blind faith. That's the only reason why I'm doing this reading right now, because God be putting the right people around me. Spirit, we need, are we getting any more? Yeah, you hurt me, but they are forgiving that. They're understanding. They're more than forgiving it, right? They are knowing you inside and out. Like when I'm talking divine counterparts, I'm talking like they understand how you move, even if y'all don't move exactly identical in the 3D. If y'all show up differently, they still see you in them. This, I know we are meant for each other. With this bottom of the deck energy, Spirit be spiriting. Okay, baby. Some of y'all are watching this to be like, man, is this my divine counterpart? Is it? I know we are meant for each other. This is why I had the Uncut Truth deck. And there is a lot of messages in here about like meant for someone else or being unavailable or having a third party. I mean, this is a lot of messages, so they're all different. And some of them are longer. This one, bottom of the deck, is also spicy. Okay, counterparts. Okay. Everything about you is sexy to me, so hell nah. I can't be your friend for long. Meant for means match. I cannot make this shit up, you guys. We gonna get, we gonna get with this 10 of Cups, with this everything about you is sexy to me, so hell no, I can't be your friend for long. Meant for means match. Are we getting messages, Spirit, or you want to get some dreams? Oh, Spirit's telling me dreams. Spirit is telling me dreams. I wanted to put one of my cloths up. I got some things going on in this 3D world that you guys are actually seeing in real time, how the therapy between me and Spirit works. And it's not like the divine counterpart connection is a distraction, but it helps me like tap in with Spirit and just really like realize like you guys understand where y'all have hurt each other, because y'all are energetically connected. The energy matches. So when you're tapping into yourself, you're tapping in or tapping into them. It's an entire learning process. And I feel like in having a divine counterpart, because not everybody does, but for those of us on this journey, it's a lot to unpack sometimes. So that's also why I do this, and I feel like that's why Spirit be having me doing this. It's like, hell yeah, everybody need to unpack this shit. Ass got a big ass mouth. Tell her get on it. And I want y'all to be mindful that everybody grieves differently. The person that I lost was a really dope person. They was real dope. Sense of humor was sense of humor, and the stories was storying. Okay, like a really dope human being. I'm going to miss so much, like so much. I have just cried over the last 48 hours to the point where I'm just exhausted, so emotionally. But I wanted to come and give you guys this beautiful message because the energy, God, the energy was so good. And that's what we are so mourning for, right? For all of the things that they didn't get to do in the self that they was with us, right? Yeah. I feel like they also want to be there for you. There's still some things that they're healing. And I feel like it's the views in their own mind about maybe not being healed enough. Spirit is like teeth. Take a bite out of life. Yeah. Ooh, that is a spicy message, Spirit. Okay, fine. Fine. I guess we ain't tapped into this energy. They are imagining biting you. I'm hearing marking, imprinting. Damn, Spirit, that's deep. Okay. I feel like you already have. Take a big bite out of life. They want to take a big bite out of life with you as well. I'm also seeing that. Alright, but I'm not going to stifle the divine counterparts that is kind of like newer and wanting to flirt with that like little spicy time energy because it's a cute little mischievous energy, okay, as long as it doesn't get taken into the wrong context. Mountain, hill. Yeah, so for some of you guys, y'all may have also had a lot of dreams about like the obstacles, like things, maybe having dream conversations of like how things are working in 3D, but all I feel like that's doing is causing you to overthink it. Spirit is just like, shut the hell up about the how, go reach your goals. So the trajectory should be like up here, and then like as it goes, then Spirit is gonna help y'all do what it do. You feel me? Damn, Spirit. Like, yeah, show them this hell. This is how you, where did that say? Yeah, this is how you alchemize those obstacle moments. Ooh. Ooh, with the Hika. And right under there is 25 with happy, bro. I cannot make this shit up. Happiness over devastation. Choosing that. Like, remember, we talk a lot about happiness being a choice. I feel like the counterpart, and this could be my divine feminines, or if you feel like you are the feminine or the receiver in this connection, right? Maybe the one with all the tea from the spirit. Okay, maybe this is you needing to choose your happy over devastation. And while we are flipping that Queen of Swords back in her upright position and not in her reverse position, because reverse can be a very cold energy. And sometimes as divine counterparts, we're not just going to put this all on the feminine, but I'm only bringing that up because in the previous reading she was in reverse. So when I say she, I mean the divine feminine and both the counterparts, right? She can be very angry, especially, remember I talked about Tahiti and Taka, right, from Moana, where Tahiti has her heart space ripped out, you know. The oh my gosh. It's the heart of the ocean, I believe. Who Moana just got real deep, bro. Who it just got real deep. That's been a hard battle. Healing that heart space in the 3D. Healing your divine feminine for both my counterparts. Okay, it doesn't matter if you identify as the masculine or the feminine. We're not talking about energy and gender, and we're not arguing. Okay, the counterpart is the counterpart is the counterpart. You got divine feminine, divine masculine energy. Y'all can sort out that 3D gender business outside of this reading. Okay, to get to Spirit's point, because we do not have time to argue all these semantics. Computer, upgrade your mental software. Absolutely, with this no and this 10 of wands. Yes, no to the trapped ass mentality. No to the humdrum and life is garbage. Yeah, no to that. No. Absolutely. You are upgrading your mental software. The Spirit is seeing you. Yeah. Family, explore your sacred root system. This is your soul family. It's a divine family, divine counterpart. I feel like in your experiences for my divine counterparts, maybe even for specifically, you know, feminine, masculine, I will use he, she, they, it just for sanity purposes, so we ain't all confused on what the hell we saying and what we talking about. All right, but I still meant what I said. Explore your sacred root system. So understanding like where these beliefs stem from, why they even exist, are they truly yours? Is this really, that's why there's this weight. I'm not ready, because you can see all of your own flaws, right? And sometimes we are our own biggest critic right here with this karmic and ancestral timelines. Like your ancestors been trying to let you know that you like further than you think, like you way further than they ever got, you further than you think, but you still over here like need some more pepper, like Alice in Wonderland, you know what I'm saying? Focusing on this hurt because you still upset about this hurt, not realizing that you already healed it. Wait, for real, Spirit? You already healed it? We're gonna get some more tarot, because yeah, I feel like you're understanding, like by looking and doing this reflection, you understanding maybe what belongs to other people in your family, perhaps your parents or your whomever raised you. That could be an older sibling, that could be a cousin, an auntie, an uncle. This could be people, you know what I'm saying, like if you were adopted, whoever, you know, your family, exploring that. What is yours, what is not yours. In this human experience, we get habits that aren't good for us, that aren't authentic to us, that we didn't even like back then, but somehow we are doing now to cope, right? Right, flood. This is what we're afraid of, right? Express the ocean of your emotion. I'm guilty of it. I definitely had a few gardening sessions, and I'm gonna have another gardening session after this, okay? I've talked about it before, and I'll talk about it again. I really, you know, don't promote it, but it is a crutch and it is medicine too. So I smoke responsibly, so, and I'm an adult, so I'm gonna do what I do. But express the ocean of your emotion. We're also doing this in a constructive way. So also the awareness that I understand that that's not a healthy coping choice. But all in all, my inner child is happy that it's been slowing down. At least before Sunday, it's been slowing down. Yeah, with Dr. Heal Thyself. So you could be having, excuse me, you could be having dreams about computer, teeth. Well, maybe you like their teeth, little weirdos. My sister is like that. She has a weird fashion. She's like, they gotta have nice teeth. I have to like their teeth. I'm like, okay. Like, the first feature that you be drawn to, like teeth. Like, okay, that's cool. Maybe a lot of you guys have that. I'm also seeing like noses. All right, tongues, you're nasty. Calm down. Computers could be significant. Okay, this could be online, so you may be dreaming about, you know, conversations that y'all have had, or some type of, ooh, I'm getting like alternate reality here with this whole like computer themed card. You feel me? So I feel like you guys are also maybe not letting distance be a thing, and you're using technology in healthy ways. Okay, I know that's right. I feel like you're also just not letting all of like the 3D experience and the conditioning and the expectations in the way of all of these people get in the way of what you want anymore, since I kind of put this over here. I feel like there's going to be certain endings maybe when you have this, but these are things that need to be ended anyways with this express the ocean of your emotions. So water could be really significant. You take a look about what is in the water in your dreams. What is in the mountains? What's on the computer? Family. This doctor, yeah, heal thyself. And I feel like you are healing your inner heart space chakra, that inner feminine, right here with this job. Love what you do and do what you love. Yeah, there's a big, for some of you, this is about the mission. This is about the mission that Spirit is calling you to do. For some of you guys, yeah, animal, embrace your wild side. You've done that. It was in the reverse. Now you are embracing your inner peace. This seek no further. Your aha moment is at hand. You're being mindful of the messages that you are sending. And you're showing up again with that loyalty. I told you guys. We got email, cell phone, computer. Yeah, there's something very significant online for my folks that are in separation, or even for my folks that are together. Maybe a computer is the only way that you can talk to your counterpart at this time. Maybe if they are, you know, in the Marines or the Air Force or the Navy, because I'm seeing boats here and like all of this like fire in the background, and is there wars going on that we don't know about? I'm sure there fucking are. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is wild. My prayers go out to everybody's counterpart for safety reasons, okay? Because he was definitely somebody's counterpart, for sure. Not my counterpart, but the person that I lost that's close to me. in my immediate family was definitely a counterpart too. It's just one I got to see. But let's love what you do and do what you love. I don't think he ever got to find what he loved to do or do it, which is really sad. Spirit is telling me to get some messenger oracle deck messages with this animal one. I'm gonna give me some water. This one on 531. Oh man. Ooh. We're gonna get one of these. And I think we're going to leave it there with these messages. I think we got a lot of messages, family spirit. Spirit keep knocking over this water bottle. Yeah, make sure you guys are drinking your water. Make sure you're being hydrated and hydrating yourself. Make sure you are eating. Make sure you are taking care of your health with this Heal Thyself. This includes your emotions, your mental, spirit, guardians, guides. What messages do we have for the counterparts? Rule 23, a part of this change is letting the emotions flow. Feeling your feelings. With this, I love hearing from you. Yeah, I was feeling that. I'm like, dang, give me a good moment. Energy for over here. Ooh, yeah, number 20, know your fears. That's mastery 22 with this builder. And that's important to building. You gotta know your fears. Making sure that this foundation between the two of you is solid on all levels, right? 36 spirit. So bears could also be significant. We have some big cat energy right here with this face. Yeah, with know your fears. It's also like know your shadows in my book. But the emotions flow, so that's your good emotions as well. Like I want y'all to see all the greenery that is growing straight out of these like shadow looking energies. A light body in there, right? Seek your answers within. Again, light bodies surrounded by shadows. With the 8, I told you guys. Angel number 8. With embrace spirit, you guys are both embracing spirit, embracing the fact that life, you, spirit, life, everything is interconnected. And spirit is not designing it to hurt you, to be at odds with you, to take from you, even when the taking is happening. It's hard. As hard as that is when it is happening. And trust me, I know, and I've been angry. And if you are, you know, if you are in your grief, and you are taking it into that space of anger, you have every right. And I'm not here to argue with you and try to explain that it's fair. It definitely doesn't feel fair. It sucks ass, actually. But here we're also talking about the spiritual with this embrace spirit. And seek your answers within. You're mad because they're gone in the form that you get to love them like in person with, right? I feel like spirit is also encouraging the counterparts to seek their own inner truths. You do not have to just take my word for it. You can tap into your own ways of seeking answers. Yeah, we're gonna get some messages from the counterparts. Some messages of love. So y'all can see this theme. This is a little bit of a longer one, but I feel like my divine counterparts in separation, y'all don't get to talk that much, so let's look it up for them. I guess Spirit wants to start out with this neglected. I failed to give you what you need. There's a lot of like 3D guilt about that. But that's not true. It's also the lie, right? You guys are counterparts. You guys are connected at the energetic level, right? That soul energy level. The neglected feeling is from the 3D. And then perhaps maybe they did neglect you. That's because they was neglecting pieces and parts of themselves. Right? Goodness. Yeah, but I want to get out of this energy. Yes, with this I failed to give you what you need. They want to get out of that. They are healing that. That is the karmic ancestral timelines, the generational trauma, this neglected heart space energy, this cold, you hurt me, so I'm gonna hurt you energy, right? Yeah. Because I want you to be a part of my future. They absolutely do. Let the emotions flow. Okay. Here, what's up with this computer? Yeah. Y'all's connection, like things in the 3D, if you guys are, online or something through social media, or you guys know each other, or you communicate through the computer, like email, text, through some type of technology. They want you to know things didn't go the way that they planned. This could be initially, this could be now, this could be when y'all had first met. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was in that raw space. Spirit, do we want to get another clarifier for this unexpected outcome? Because you keep throwing this out here. There was an unexpected outcome to them holding back their feelings, right? With I should have expressed myself better. Yeah. Space. Spirit, what about this family? Yeah, habits. I don't know if we will ever change. So they're talking about that fear too. Like, at first I was afraid of what could go wrong, but I realized that negative Nancy thing that I be talking about, that created the very reality I feared. I'm making different choices. If they're changing their habits, they have been changing their habits. These habits that their family has taught them, right? Spirit, are we unpacking? Are we gonna say anything else with this family? Yeah. For some of them, they may have seen like imbalanced relationship where somebody in the relationship is always the chaser. They don't want to be the chaser anymore. And here we have a dragonfly. So dragonflies could be significant. This definitely is about transformation. Yeah, transforming the stories that they've inherited from their family, right? Rewriting they're writing their own shit, okay? Spirit, can we unpack this? Ooh, teeth. That is a lot, Spirit. Just take a bite out of life. We are going to unpack this. Yeah, damage. They are realizing that by holding themselves back with this take this bite out of life, because the cards are touching. They're both hurting from everything that y'all haven't talked about, everything that y'all haven't said, the truths that just didn't get spoken. Alright, those are important truths that need to be spoken right here with this reveal. I want to tell you the truth. Right? Third party. Yeah, and taking the bite out of life. Understand, like I said, we none of us leave this world unscathed. Shit hurts in this real world. It's hurting right now. There were other things that got in the way of us being together. They're realizing this, understanding how those third parties caused the damage that they caused. If you guys are still dealing with that, if you are not, those of you guys that have closed that cycle, kudos to you guys, willing to take the risk and trusting each other and taking that leap of faith toward this commitment. Because like I said, giving it to spirit is giving it to spirit, but you could still help it out, right? Because you need them to know, like, there's reciprocity in this. There is equal give and take. This card keeps coming up a lot. That's why I do these live shuffles. That's why we get these long-winded readings, because I want y'all to understand unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. Yeah. We're gonna leave on top. Yeah, y'all need to resolve and discuss that damage and this third party business with revealing this truth and this reciprocity and taking that bite out of life. Spirit, yes, and unpacking that, reach your goals, because those obstacles that you think is obstacles, it was really just helping you climb this hill. Spirit, what's going on with this flood of emotions? Okay, chemistry. I have never felt a passion this intense. Yeah, there may be a barrier up right now. That's done for your protection as well. For you, because you are seeking your answers from within. My counterparts in separation, they are, yeah, getting their own downloads, doing their own divination, reflecting on their own stuff. That's not to say that you can't be here, because I do watch other readers, because I feel like a lot of us are tapped in, a lot of us are connected. As disconnected as the world would love for us to be, like, a lot of us are actually really tapped in, all right, and very empathic. I have never felt a passion this intense. Yeah, this flood of emotions. Are we unpacking any other emotions? Spirit. Conversation. I want to call you and hear your voice. They think about reaching out. With, I imagine, what meeting you would be like. They think about calling you. They think about having the freedom to do this. Creating the freedom to do this. All this emotion is coming out now. They want to talk. Yeah, they want to talk about that shadow side. I said, you made me realize my flaws. Y'all did trigger each other. Right? Runner chaser, third party business, divine counterpart phases, right? Yeah. Irreplaceable. Everything about you. Like, this is not in like a, like, you're a shitty person. This is not a tear you down way. Like, it's not that. This is, I think I do that too. Shit. But I show up in it like that. Damn. Let me go rearrange some things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really like that. That's what I'm saying. The divine counterpart connection is not like no other one. No other one. Yeah, it's irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. We got a lot of matching. Where is it? Where are we? I know we are meant for each other. Where is that match business? I believe this is divine, this connection between us. And then we had, there was one more, right? This side right hearing from you. Okay. Yeah. Mm. Crazy. Irreplaceable. Yeah, heal this doctor. Okay, neglected disagreements. I wish you understood how I felt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they want to have a conversation with you. They want to heal. They want to give you what you need, okay? So if your love language is quality time or gift giving or words of affirmation or acts of service, they want to understand the ways in which you need to see them show up for you in order to have that translate to them that you care, right? Because if y'all have been having this from a distance, no contact, energetic conversation, it's not really nothing happening in 3D. In the 3D, there may be these, and they want to resolve these with you. They want to have that conversation. They want to heal those disagreements. Yeah, they want to heal this reunion. We will always come back to each other. And mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs. Absolutely, they do. Yeah, because they're inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. There is something about a divine counterpart connection. It just can't be undone. Yeah, with this ego here in reverse. I love that. They are putting ego aside and standing in their truth. Okay, guys? Standing in their truth. Embracing spirit. This is not an easy choice, an easier choice. But the alternative in the 3D, it sucks monkey balls over there. That's what I'm hearing. It sucks monkey balls over there. Okay, we don't want to do that. Nah. This has been a really fun reading, you guys. It is long too. That's what was 122:33 when we ended for real officially. That's the master builder and the master healer. Oh my goodness, we had just unpacked a lot of stuff. And I feel like you guys are learning how to build together, energetically together, and that, like, up here spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and that is like the last piece of the puzzle, right? Is to come together in the 3D, right? Spirit's just telling you, like, you're gonna get that chance because you guys are inseparable, and your flaws and your mistakes are very similar. Okay, they see you. What I'm trying to tell y'all is this connection is not like any other connection. It's not designed so that Tom, Dick, and Harry can confirm it for you, okay? All right? Don't ask me why I always use Tom, Dick, and Harry, but I do. All right? And because I feel like Tom, Dick, and Harry always got something to say. And make sure you see it, seeking your answers within. Yeah, exactly what Spirit's talking about. And know your fears, because Tom, Dick, and Harry can also be those, enablers to help you sabotage yourself because they scary. Like, if you're happily ever after, then what about them? You know what I'm saying? You gotta let the emotions flow and understand, like, everybody is human in this human experience, okay? Some things gotta come from you. And yeah, there isn't any forcing it. They love hearing from you, though. They're making different choices. They're getting out of this wait, I'm not ready energy, because they imagine what meeting you would be like, right? And they know that they're meant for each other, and they say no to all of these obstacles and burdens and you know, you hurt me's, right? They're not being cold out in these streets, right? But they are following what answers they're being guided towards, right? I told y'all sexy time is coming. And also, like, there's this blank right here too, because free will. All right, spirit can only take you so far, and then you have to help it out with a lot of hard work of your own. Yes, and here's this match business. I was looking for this card the entire time. I was like, where'd it go? It's over here the whole time. Everything about you is sexy to me, so hell nah. I can't be your friend for long. Meant for means match. For some of y'all in the 3D, they may be or they are struggling with it. I don't see you the same way you see me. I'm not attracted to you like that. Okay. Right underneath of that. I'm waiting for a sign. Then I'm on the way to you. Watch. For some of y'all, like I said, it's that free will. And they gotta play 3D games with some third party business still and be wrapped up in that cycle of struggle to meet your own goals and whatever. But for more, I'm open to this connection in the 3D. And this is showing up in reverse now. That was a lie. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. And so it's just let me go. It's better that way. This is showing up in reverse too, because it's not better that way. They tried it that way. And it's in reverse with this I'm in love with somebody else and no they not. Yeah, and so is divine love terrifies me because I believe I don't know it. I'm working on this. No, they're not working on that. They have achieved it. They have leveled the fuck up. They are following spirit. They are embracing spirit. They are understanding that, and that's why this pause is over, because this pause sucks. The wait is freaking over. Some of y'all might be scared because spirit is like, yep, the wait's over, and some of y'all are like, wait, I don't think I'm all the way ready. Wait, time out, pineapples. With this, I am reteaching myself how to love unconditionally and in a healthy way. Yeah. I had to keep, y'all are so scary of this rejection. Like the rejection card keep coming up in reverse. The spirit is saying free will. Hey, I'm just a messenger. I'm not pressuring anybody to do anything that they don't want to do, all right? People make choices. Yeah. Spirit is like, okay. Yeah. I feel like you are getting out of this, yes, this shitty headspace. I'm in this shitty headspace right now. With this, at first I was afraid of what could go wrong, but I realized I created the very reality I feared. I'm making different choices. Some of you guys, there's still some roadblocks, but they are grateful for you and for everything across the board, right? Alright guys, I'm about to clean up these cards and I'm gonna leave it here. Because I do still gotta get up and go to work in the morning, and I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it feels so much later than it is, but it's been a mentally exhausting and emotionally exhausting couple of days because remember your counterpart is having a human experience. And in human experiences, you could have no idea. Like, you could have a snapshot of some of the things, but if y'all don't know each other like that, communication isn't like real strong in the 3D. Make sure you guys are giving yourself grace and each other grace when it comes to learning how to reprocess these emotions and stepping out of our own way and working with spirit and showing up for ourselves and believing that spirit is indeed assisting us in achieving this like happily ever after life that we want to build. You can't confuse spirit and feed spirit a bunch of doubts and a bunch of fears and then expect, without transmuting them, and then expect to get, you know, that same energy, right? Yeah. I'm loving these 9 of Wands in reverse. Alright, guys, I need to eat and I'm gonna probably lay it down for real. It's been a hard and beautiful journey. Just because it's been hard doesn't make it every last moment worth it. Love on the people that you have right around you. And if you are solo, if you feel like all you can count on is yourself, there's at least a crew or one other person that, you know, that you rely on. Even if it's just yourself. Excuse me. If you have an animal, find your happy thoughts, your happy emotions, your faith. And hold it close. As I see you guys moving towards the 10 of Cups. I feel like spirit is moving y'all towards this 10 of Cups. Alright. Y'all are showing up for me. My last couple counterpart readings got a lot of views, so I really appreciate that. If you are new here, I hope y'all like, share, and subscribe. I am a little bit long-winded. You will learn that I don't do this instant gratification business. 1:33 on the clock, 44. I'm a different kind of reader. I spend as much time as I need to, and I take my time, and I don't got all this time to be editing these videos. So I'm gonna put it up there, kind of raw and uncut. It's kind of how I do stuff, and give y'all that authentic shit. Somebody gotta keep it real out in these streets, okay? But also keep it spiritual and keep it clear, with clear intentions and clear heartedness and clear third eyes and clear kundalinis, okay? So Make sure you are also adjusting your vision when you need to adjust your vision. I'm not aiming for a specific outcome and doing these counterpart messages and just tapping into the energy that's already available. Okay. As a counterpart in separation, because I feel like a lot of the readers that I've seen on YouTube, and not now, but some of them are like really like you can get really bitter on this journey. And I've tried to, when I get in those energies, keep that energy at least, yeah, to myself, because you don't want to go around stirring up that level of conflict within other connections, especially, you know, posting online. So computers could be like, maybe you guys are both on social media in different ways too. That could be a confirmation. We didn't really get no signs on synchronicities or anything like that, but I feel like if this felt like it was your story and if it resonated with you guys, drop a like, share, comment, subscribe, join the fam. Okay. Prayers is also appreciated. Those that are in good, you know, good intentions. I have a lot of love for this world and for life, and I've known a lot of good people. So take a bite out of life while y'all can, alright? Because we ain't got forever, not in these bodies. Y'all take it easy. And if you are watching this during the time of my upload, enjoy the holidays and hold your loved ones close. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one.